السلام عليكم ورحمة الله. أعوذ بالله من الشيطان الرجيم. بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم. رب اشرح لي صدري ويسر لي أمري واحلل عقدة من لساني يفقه قولي واجعل لي وزيرا من أهلي هارون أخي أشدد به أزري وأشركه في أمري كي نسبحك كثيرا ونذكرك كثيرا إنك كنت بنا بصيرا. وصل اللهم على محمد وعلى آله وأصحابه وأتباعه وسلم. ربنا اغفر لنا وارحمنا وأنت خير الراحمين آمين. والحمد لله رب العالمين آمين. Assalamu alaikum. Welcome everyone. Inshallah, we are going to continue the 17th word as we have been studying, and we are almost towards the end of it. So we are going to read one more piece of study which looks like a poem, but it is not really. That's what the author says about the introduction to this following section. One time at night in a high spot on Chamda, a mountain in where the author was, near Barla, again, another small town in Turkey, I was looking at the face of the heavens when the following line suddenly occurred to me. With the imagination, I heard the speaking of the stars, listened to through the tongue of disposition. Speaking of the stars. The interesting expression, we will talk about it. Speaking of the stars through the tongue of disposition. And that is how the lines were written. Since I don't know the rules of versification, how to write a poem, they were not written accordingly, but as they occurred to me, as it came to my heart or mind, I'm sharing it with you. Now, I have written this verse, translation of the verse from 15, section 15, and verse 16. We have set constellations up in the sky and made it beautiful for all to see. That is what the verse says in the Quran. But this is the introduction, how we are encouraged by the Quran to look at the sky and see the beautiful creation there and appreciate it. The utterance of the stars, again, how the stars are speaking. Then listen to the stars. We usually look at the stars and we don't listen to them. I think it is it is my reality. We look at them, admire them, but rather the author says you have to listen to the stars. Because when you see the stars, or when I see the stars, I see that they are beautiful. They appear to be, we understand that although they are very small in our eyes, but they are far away from us, so they must be big, huge beings, and also they emit light. That's what we see it. But author, although the Quran says to see the constellations up in the sky, but author insists that, of course, we have to listen to the stars. When we look at them, we see how they appear. But listening to them, which message or what message they are really transferring to us in their existence, as if they are speaking. Of course, the question, what are they speaking? Every being is, in a sense, a word, a speech of the Creator. It means in their physical existence, they convey the message about the qualities of their Maker. That's why the author says, don't look at it only. Of course, without looking at them, you don't listen to them. You have to see them and see what they are telling us, what they are saying. Listen to their harmonious address. So they are speaking harmoniously. It means each of the stars, although they are innumerable, really, we cannot count them. The expertise on the subject say, no, we cannot come to the end of the stars, although they are huge beings, that is the universe, wonderful existence, but all of them speak in the same way, telling us about the qualities of its maker. For example, really, the one who made us, wonderful, the one who made us in a perfect order, perfect balance. And we are here just employees as we are created. We cannot find our way by ourselves, our orbits or whatever, the way they exist, because that is what the experts say. Every galaxy has another shape, another quality, but they are not the repetition. Maybe in the creation of every star is also different qualities, different shapes. For example, we see in the very close vicinity of the Earth, the sun is a star, but has its own way of existing. The Earth is a star, and it has its own way of existing. Moon is different. The other planets around the sun are also different. Every planet has different qualities. What does it mean? It tells us that everything created in the universe, especially in the heavens or huge heavens, they have different qualities. So we have to watch out, and we have to be conscious that the creation proclaims the same qualities of their creator, because their creator must have infinite, absolute qualities without any limit. Because we see that everything is created at the same time in the perfect way and with the same qualities, but manifesting differently at the same time. The logical conclusion, the source is not like the things that we are observing here, we are experiencing here. So we are studying here. Okay. they also say that the one who makes us made us in such a way that we perfectly work together, although we have different qualities, but our existence takes place in perfect harmony. They speak the same thing, but the way they are manifesting the qualities are different from each other. That is very important to pay attention, which we keep mentioning this in this study group, that these differences between the things, the way they come into existence, but at the same time declare the same qualities of their creator. It means their source is only one, and their source cannot be imagined within the conditions of this universe, within the limitations of this universe. We understand that it must have the source of their existence must have a completely different nature of existence. I think this matter is clear. If you have any questions, please, anytime, just unmute yourself and speak. Inshallah. See what wisdom has emblazed on the degree of its light. So wisdom is, different wisdoms are manifested there, different qualities of the wisdoms, but they are all wisdom, demonstrating the wisdom of their creator. So we have to listen to them. This is really amazing. Not to say that, to me, not to say that they are, we have to watch them only, but watch in order to listen what they are declaring. I think this point is clear. I'm just passing on to the following lines. Altogether, they start to speak with the tongue of truth. They are declaring the reality through their existence. They address the majesty of the all-powerful one of glory's sovereignty. They speak, they declare the majesty of the all-powerful one of glory's sovereignty. Glory's sovereignty, it means the one who has given them existence is not only the creator, but takes care of them. No one has any say, any power over them other than the one who is the sovereign of this universe altogether. So that is also another way of understanding the creator's uniqueness, infiniteness, being infinite. We are, each of us, light scattering proofs of the existence of the Maker. Why do we need to emphasize the existence of the Maker? Because the creation itself is the proof. Creation itself is the proof about the existence of a Maker. Because if something comes into existence, definitely human mind asks, that's how we are hardwired. We are created with. Where did it come from? What is the point in their existence? That is why each being is the proof of its own maker. Of course, we have to question who can be the maker of these stars. We can imagine who can be the maker of these stars. to use our human abilities to question this. We are witnesses both to his unity and his power. Human beings without witness cannot prove, cannot approve, cannot believe in anything. We have to have the witness, which means evidence. So the stars are the best witnesses about about their maker's unity. It means unique one, fearless, nothing can be like him, or he cannot be like any of the created beings, any limited beings. Look at the sky and how a limited needs to be created, a being can be source of their existence. So they are witnessing the absoluteness and absolute power of their creator. We are subtle miracles gilded in the face of the skies. Now, I mean, subtle miracles, it doesn't mean that we don't understand. I understand subtle here is very delicately arranged miracles. Not only witness speaking, but they speak in such a way that it can be described as miraculously they are speaking, they are announcing the qualities of their maker. So we have to understand that every being, the way they come into existence, it is miraculous. What does it mean? First, and at the very simple level, human beings cannot give existence to anything as we see in this world or in the universe, in the sky, especially this is the subject of this section. That is one way of looking at the miracles. The very existence that we human beings cannot imitate, cannot do at all. We cannot create an atom. We cannot create anything. Of course, people may claim, this is important when I keep repeating this point. Please forgive me. Why do we keep this point? Because we think that, for example, somebody finds out something in the universe, we think that he is really demonstrating a kind of miracle. Why? Because it didn't happen before. Here is we are using the computer or smartphones or any telephone, any machine or gadget. They seem to be, it didn't exist before. Look, a person or several persons worked on it and a new thing came out. It is also a miracle of their researchers or finders. But we have to understand that they are following the order. They cannot independently act. They are discovering from the order. This point is extremely important because we think that people are creating something which didn't exist before, but it's not a miraculous creation. It is taken out of the order of the universe, which was not known so far. Now, I think we have to understand the word miracle in this way. But if you have another option, please share your ideas. For the angels to make excursion on. Now, why they are miracles and what the angels are doing here Of course, this is an allegory. We have to understand. Angels are making excursions on them. It means meanings, information in their existence are really everywhere in the existence of the stars, because their existence in any way, the closer we become aware of the how aware of their existence, how they really act, how they which kind of qualities they have, we understand that different kinds of messages are transferred to us. That is the angelic side of it. When we look at the stars and listen to them, what they say, apart from their material body, they speak to us and they convey the message to us. This side of the creation is the angelic side of the creation. That is how I understand. But the Quran figuratively speaks this matter, that heavens, where the angels are residing and traveling, etc., well, they are the residents of the heaven. The sky is the residence of their angels. But we should understand that we cannot imagine something independently and physically existing somewhere, but definitely they exist. The meaning, the message, the information definitely exist, but not in physical form. But we understand their existence. That is the point. I understand that they exist. This kind of messages I am receiving from the stars, from the other creatures, they are conveying the messages. So this side is the angelic side of the creation. So we are the innumerable attentive eyes of the heavens that watch the earth. They study, they gives news about paradise. They study paradise. What is it to do with this? They watch the earth and they study paradise here, because that's what I understand. I understand here they are watching the earth. That means there may be some other conscious beings. I'm not interested in this kind of matters, but what I am interested in about my own reality. About my own reality. So my reality, I am aware of my being. Now, I have wonderful friends visiting me here. Welcome. Yeah, I'm very happy to see you here. Okay, all right. Let's continue. They watch the earth, it means they convey the message to conscious being on earth. As far as I'm concerned, I'm a conscious being. I understand the meaning, and I associate myself with the meaning that reflected in the existence of existence of anything. So, as far as I'm concerned, I am the addressee of this message. I can get it. I can analyze it, benefit from it, and make my life, my existence also meaningful through the existence of other things. So the one who created all these is the one who created me as well, must be the one who created me as well. So my owner of existence is the owner of the whole universe. That is, so relaxing, so comforting that, look, I am owned by not my material parts of material parts of my body. I am not owned by natural happenings, meaningless, random happenings, but my owner is a conscious being who is so merciful, who created whole the universe in order to satisfy my curiosity, where I come from. And through this existence, it gives the answer. It gives the answer, says, I am the source of your existence. Don't worry and trust me. Don't deny me. If you deny me, and I'm just making in the form of dialogue, if you deny me, you will be deprived of security in your existence, in your life, the meaning of your life, and you will damage yourself. For example, if I deny the owner of this house, do you think the owner of this house is losing anything? He is still the owner. But I will say, no, the house is not owned by someone, also it is just accidentally happened to be here. I am benefiting from it, and I'm going to die with no end. So this is why the author says the stars are watching and also spreading the message to, or delivering the message to, conscious beings on earth, speaking to me. There is no need. The people keep talking about it. Is there another conscious being? None of my business. I say, none of my business. There may be, there none. Jinns are, as it is talked by people a lot, are conscious of none of my business. Why? Nothing to do with me. That's what we have to understand. Stop discussing all these meaningless topics. Are there other human-like conscious beings in another planet? Maybe, may not be, none of my business. I see that there are millions of different living beings on earth. That is enough for me to understand who my Lord, who my sustainer is. Why should I bother? For example, we talk about, well, historically, the people discussed on them, argued, and have had debate about them. Do animals have spirit? Plants have spirit. They do. So what? They don't. So what? But they say if they don't have spirit, of course, according to their capacity, if they don't have spirit, then we can kill them freely. But the Creator already tells me, and my consciousness also already informs me that I should not harm any being at all. Now, animals, yes, animals are created for me to serve me. For example, horses, donkeys, the camels are created to serve me. Everybody benefits from them. Cows, sheep, or other some animals produce milk. When they eat, they have milk, and they beg the farmer to milk them, to release them. What does it mean? Automatically, it shows that they are created to produce milk as a source of loss of vitamin, whatever, protein. I don't know the names for me. So it is obvious that I have to benefit from them. Otherwise, by benefiting from them, it helps them as well. So how about slaughtering? Now, do I have right to slaughter? All right. Of course, this is animals. The creator of we are talking about animals, not human beings. So the creator, the owner, their creator tells me I should not use anything of his creation, his creatures, apart from the way they are employed in this world, and physically and as a message carriers. So what are they doing? They carry a message. Every being in the earth is carrying the message. That they understand, and I have to look at them. And as the author said here, rather than watching them only by watching, but listening to them, what they are telling me, listening to them. That's why, although Quran says, watch in order to see the beauty, we created the constellations up there for human beings to enjoy it. But author says, okay, I will look at it, I will see it, but for what? Which kind of message they are conveying to me. That's what author says, we have to listen to the stars. That is very interesting. That's very fine point, and makes me feel amazed about this difference. We have to watch the things in any creature in order to get the message from them. Listen to what they are telling. All right. Now, they watch the earth. They watch the earth. It means they are taking care of the needs of us. We were talking about animals. You know, if the owner says, don't let the animal die, certain animals, of course, domestic animals, die for nothing, but utilize them before they die. Take the meat, take the wool on them, whatever the way, meat, milk, whatever the way you benefit from them, but not for no reason kill them, but to utilize them before they die. It is very interesting in Islamic Sharia, if an animal is not slaughtered, but domestic animal, can you eat their meat? According to Islamic Sharia, you can't. Yeah? What does it mean? The way the creation takes place, the way the Sharia, it means Islamic law, how to act, how to behave between ourselves and between other creatures as well, tells me I have to benefit from them, and I should never let them be wasted, because if they die without human beings slaughter them, but what the news, God's news, the message, the Quran, not only the Quran, also Torah, historically told us that we have to slaughter them not because only we want meat or benefit from their body. No, to acknowledge that they are created to benefit human beings by their creator. So we have to slaughter them in the name of their creator. Not because I want it. No, because their creator allowed me to benefit from them. That is why I am slaughtering, not because I am angry with the animal or just to satisfy my material needs, which I need food, but I have to acknowledge while I am benefiting from them, I have to acknowledge who is providing this food for me. that is also makes the Sharia rules, Islamic law rules, a means of, for me, a means of acknowledging their owner and the purpose of their existence. That is why we have to acknowledge the creator while we are their real owner and benefiting from it. That is what the owner says, I created for you. So that is somehow understandable. Although human beings do not want harm any creatures, yes, this sense is given to us by our creator, and through using this sense, we have to say that, look, I cannot really arbitrarily behave in this world. Now, that is very important. So our friends are sitting in this way, so I have to turn my face. So it doesn't matter. That's up to you. I turned myself. Yeah, I turned the camera. Let me see how it works. All right. Yeah, when I look at it, yes, okay, it doesn't matter really. Now, another interesting word here, they, so that they study paradise. I have put a small note here in brackets, said, give us the news, give us the news about Surya. It's okay. It's okay. They don't make noise. They are very nice people. I love them. So they study paradise. What does it mean? They are really telling me how I can experience the eternal life in this world. How can I do that? How can I experience paradise here? Because they give the news to me that their creator must have absolute qualities, and their creator is demonstrating his qualities by creating this huge, unimaginably big, and I mean, you cannot, I don't know what a wonderful creation of heavens. I don't have any proper language for it. Okay, I understand that. I understand that the news in their existence, the way they exist, gives me the news that their creator is absolute. So I need also perfect satisfaction. Who can satisfy it? Oh, the creator of the universe can satisfy it. So they study paradise. I understand they are really conveying the message to me and gives the news of paradise, news about paradise to me. Why? My expectations must be satisfied by the one who gave these expectations, but I need evidence whether he's going to do it or not. Stars are the best evidence in their existence. That's what I understood from this line. If you have anything else to share, I will be pleased to hear.
I mean, I get that there's obviously we can tell that God is taking care of us and doesn't give us feelings or take care of us when you know when we die but there are obviously situations where we don't get what we want, right?
Mm.
So couldn't you also make the assumption that we're not going to get satisfaction at the end after life, because in this world we don't get all complete satisfaction.
Yeah.
So what evidence do we have of complete satisfaction in the afterlife?
Very simple to me. Everything says, I am created
Right.
in a wise way. Everything tells me, lets me know that the creator doesn't waste anything,
Right.
perfectly arranged. And the way the things are created gives me the news that your feelings also are not going to be wasted. your feelings about expectations of the perfection, perfect creation, perfect way of satisfaction is an evidence, tells me that these feelings are promises of your creator that he's going to do it.
But those promises aren't being fulfilled in this world. Why would they be fulfilled
No,
in the
yeah,
afterlife?
that is why we have to seek another. And now it is, I understand this a very simple example of students. They are learning, but they are not practicing. Why do you think they learn but not practice while they are in the school? They are preparing themselves after the graduation. This is very human. So you go, and anybody can, for example, you learn something how to do your job, your profession. Why do you get this training? You are going to perform it. So the way the things are created demonstrates to me that all these feelings are to be satisfied by the creator in another type of creation. Why? This creation never satisfies you, but you are perfect.
What's the evidence of that, though? Like, for example, because you're saying that in the afterlife, yes, we will, like, our feelings will be satisfied.
In the next creation,
Yeah,
afterlife, next creation, another type of creation.
another type of creation. Yes. Like,
okay,
promises won't be broken.
Good.
But promises are broken in this world.
To who?
By the creator.
How?
So, you're saying that I get a feeling of wanting perfection, and that perfection is a promise of perfection in the next creation.
Yeah, but you have to prepare yourself here. So it is the school. The universe is a learning place. But we are being educated.
No, I get what you're saying, but what's the evidence of that?
Evidence your feelings. And the one who created you with your feelings is not crazy.
No, I know, but
is not going to torture you since he has given you this sense.
But in this world, when I'm sick, for example, I want immediate health. That is also a feeling that comes in me. And that feeling is not satisfied at that moment. So feelings that are given to me, if feelings are promises, those promises are broken all the time in this world. Promises are broken.
Now the students say, okay, I passed first class,
right?
But they say, okay, go to the second class. Good. No, promises are broken. At the end of the exam, the teacher says, you got the full grade. And so what am I going to do now? Wait for the next one. Wait for the next one. The purpose of this creation as being a transient nature, but contradicts the absolute nature of the creator. So we understand that, look, this is not my permanent residence. Because look at your beginning of your existence. This is a good argument. So I understand. I appreciate it.
No,
brave enough.
I understand, like, logically what you're saying. I just don't get like if there's no evidence, like, if what is the evidence that I have in this world that I'm gonna have perfection?
Okay. What evidence you have that who gave you your existence from the beginning?
Perfect, right?
No.
Where, like,
go back to the beginning. Yeah, then we will reason together.
Sure.
So the way we came in, we are brought into this existence. How? Think about the beginning of it. We didn't want it. We are given this existence in this temporary world. Another sign that the creator says, speaks to human beings under the witnessing of the universe, says, look, I am your Lord. I am also telling you, if you look at the universe, my work, not my work that I'm presenting to you, but within yourself, within the creation. For example, the universe says, my creator is perfect, absolute. That's fine.
Yeah.
Must be.
Yeah.
Okay. But the creation itself is transient. Contradiction, isn't it?
Mhm.
Since it is perfect, why didn't he create the perfect creation?
True. Yes.
Yeah.
Following so far.
It means this is a transient being.
Right.
No, so the word is transient.
Right.
The one who gave me my existence here gave me with the qualities to aspire an eternal satisfaction, permanent satisfaction.
Okay. Following
Can
so
he
far.
do it?
Yeah.
Yeah. Since he gave me, must do it. You can speak in this way.
That I feel like is a leap.
No?
What-
Okay. Okay.
If the creator, yes, he's perfect, totally follow that. But if he's creating me in this life
Mhm.
as a transient being, what's to say he's not going to create me in the next life as a transient being?
You came, you are given existence when or while you were nothing. Freely.
Right.
Yeah, from understand that he gives freely.
Right.
Why shouldn't he give freely the eternal happiness? Since he gave me the desire and promised in his creation, he can fulfill it, and in his message, he will fulfill it. The prophets and messages. So without the existence of next existence, which is permanent, this existence doesn't make sense. What is the point in creating me and pushing me under the earth and letting me rot? Pointless. So, do you think the creator of this universe and your creator can do anything pointless? Look at the evidence. Is there anything without any purpose? Fulfilling the purpose.
No, I get the point of the rest of the world for us to be able to use it to acknowledge him, but I've never I mean, I thought about why, but I was like, what's the point? Like, we don't know what God can do this.
Can you imagine that if you understand that the creator of this universe is absolute, this absolute being will do something stupid.
No.
When I die, my existence becomes to
But why does
stupid nonsense.
But why does that have to equal perfection in the next world?
So this is here we have to educate. For example, school example. I love school example, although military example works as well. Here I don't like military, so I transfer it to school example. In the school example, I study, learn, and I graduate.
Mhm.
But I understand that my learning wasn't for nothing. I practice it. So my learning here, acknowledging the truth, submitting to the truth, embracing the truth, must give a result. And those people who don't, do you think that those people who reject the truth, be arrogant, attribute everything to themselves or to random happenings, and the one who is truthful confirms the truth, submits to it, accepts it,
But what if
and then when both of us die, we are equalized. Is it fair? Is there any sign that the creator of this universe is not fair?
But what if we in the next life just go to the next grade again, but it's another form implication?
Your feelings is the evidence, are the evidence. You want permanent and perfect. So everybody in the school, enrolled in the school, in order to have profession.
Yeah.
So according to the
likely.
quality.
Yes, like probability, like why?
No,
yes,
not
it's
probably.
likely, but how can we be sure?
Yeah.
Like,
okay.
I mean, the Quran says, for example, the Revelation says, yes,
But-
you're here for the afterlife and perfect, and you're gonna. How can I make sure?
No, assurance is the evidence. What the Revelation says, we cannot take the word only.
Exactly.
We see
How can I
we need
confirm? What's
the
the evidence? Yeah. Sorry, go ahead.
we need to see the evidence.
Right.
And here is my life. For example, why do you take care of your children?
That's a good question.
Yeah, to prepare them for life.
Their life, yeah.
Yeah. So look, the same feelings are given to us in order to prepare for something. Taking a course, taking, for example, an instruction or orientation in order to fulfill something. The universe also is created in such a way that everything is created in order to fulfill something.
Yeah, but in
The
that example, the kids see the parents go to work and they see the
Why?
interaction. They see like they need to prepare for that world.
Well, and then,
They see what
yeah,
that
I
world is.
understand.
But I
But
don't see that. So
No.
about the next life.
no, it is just an example. Come on, analogy.
Okay, sorry.
Analogy.
I'm picking too much, I guess.
Yeah. No, it's all right, because we have to, because it is kept always. Yes, we understand that the creator of the universe can create an infinite life because it's absolute.
Right.
But how can we make sure that is the
Yeah.
is the question of everybody, and this kind of dialogue may be helpful, and it is helpful for me. Thank you very much. So we are the innumerable, inshallah. I think there are many evidence, man. We can really understand that the way that we are created is a preparation,
Yeah,
for something.
it's not clicking, but I feel like
Yeah.
I'm confident. I just need to understand.
No, I mean, we have to understand that is for sure. Without understanding, how can I confirm it?
Right.
But we have to understand that this universe is full of contradictions. But the creator of this universe has no contradiction in his qualities. That is what we have done. Absolute, but everything is transit in this world. Definitely, it is a sign that there must be, this is just a transient existence. It is a transient. That is why human beings can be satisfied. Otherwise, without the next creation, or I mean, in a perfect creation or next creation, what do we bother about anything? I'm going to disappear from existence at all. Why should I respect you? Why should you take care of your children? Why? Why bother? Enjoy yourself. Steal if you can. Why do you think these feelings are given to us, that we have to be respectful? We shouldn't steal. We shouldn't tell lie. These are our feelings, not necessarily only that the wahi, the revelation, God teaches me. This, even those people who don't believe in God at all, they feel shy not to tell a lie. I mean, about telling a lie or stealing, they don't. Well, only a few exceptions still, but it is an option. But we understand that there is something encoded within ourselves, that we are preparing ourselves for something else, not for this world, because without the next creation, without after graduation, getting a profession, all my feelings turn into meaningless being. This is the way we have to understand, and as the Quran says, trust in your creator. Whatever he promises in your feelings, whatever he promises in the creation of universe, I am absolute, I am just, I am wise, I know what I am doing, I do everything for purpose. It reveals it in the creation. This is, I have to say, there must be a purpose in my existence. And this purpose can be fulfilled by the creator and must be fulfilled by the creator. That's what some universities, most of them, prepare their students when they come to the last year education, prepare themselves by asking them to get some internship, prepare for the life. Now, as I'm getting old, I am being taught I have to prepare for the next creation after graduation. It is beautiful, beautiful, but only that, not because you asked the question, it is an arrogant. If I say, I have to do it, I cannot do it, and I will fall into despair because I cannot do it. But if I admit that my creator can do it, whatever I expect, my creator will do it. For the unbelievers, what do they say? I am created for no point. Like the students who say, since we are going to be taken away from the school after 4 years of college education, example, why should I bother about learning? So they don't learn. Do you think that the students who learn and the students who don't will be equal? Why this education system has been established there? So this is giving the opportunity for me to be consistent with the qualities I am created with. So I love learning, don't you? Why? The person also is free not to love learning, laziness. But most of the people who don't learn, take the education seriously, who are despaired of or negligent of after graduation. They are immersed in daily life. Today, enjoyment of hanging about with his friends, making jokes, not learning. They think that, I am enjoying my life. But in fact, do you believe that they are enjoying their life? They are investing for a horrible next creation. So we understand that from everywhere, the things are created with full of wisdom. So let's come to this point. A few minutes is even not, but okay. We are the innumerable exquisite, isn't it? Exquisite fruits that the hand of wisdom of the beauteous one of glory has fastened. So we are fruits. Fruits of what? Now, the stars are speaking now because we are hearing the stars. To the fastened to the celestial portion of the tree of the creation altogether. So the whole universe is like a tree, and each star, each being is its fruit. This is an analogy. So to all the branch of the Milky Way, every branch, every galaxy is a branch, every star is a fruit on this branch. It is just an analogy. That's what we can think, the meaningful tree of the creation. We can think also, my existence is a tree, and my feelings, my emotions, my human qualities are the fruits of it. So we have to see that the purposeful creation, everything is so perfect, perfectly created. So for the two more lines. Okay. For the inhabitants of the heavens, we are each of us, the inhabitants of the heavens are stars in this analogy. The stars are each of them a traveling mosque. It means masjid. Masjid means traveling. The way they are created are prostrating. Prostrating before what? Their creator. What does it mean? They obey him. They acknowledge him. They don't claim that they are the source of their own existence. the way they are created demonstrates this. We can see the world as the place of traveling, the earth also traveling, isn't it? We are not fixed here. We are changing, we are rotating, lots of things are going on at the same time. Nothing is static in this world. We are masjid. Masjid means the place of prostration. It means submitting my reality and declaring my reality openly, that I am just given existence by the one who created everything, the creator of the whole universe. A spinning house, a lofty home. Yes, spinning. Nothing is stopping. Why? Continuously declaring, continuously speaking. So we have to listen to them. Oh, the subject is continuing. Time is up. I think we have to stop here. It was good. But we have to, we have to follow our mind and our feelings and see it, and the reality of the creation, reality of my being demonstrates everything as it should be. And then we understand that this world has a purpose. My existence has a purpose. Bismillah ar-Rahman ar-Rahim. سبحانك لا علم لنا إلا ما علمتنا إنك أنت العليم الحكيم وآخر دعواهم الحمد لله رب العالمين. Thank you, my friends. Inshallah, next week we will continue from the place from where